And the audience will get a chance to exercise democracy and decide whether or not Kieran should be here or should still be in fighting for his chance at being Bill's apprentice. Back in 3. And you're very welcome back to the Apprentice, You're Fired, and to the right venue. We were talking during the break, Kieran, about the stresses of being in the house. How tough is it?
Incredibly tough. You know, I didn't sign up for what it ended up being. You know, I mean, I think a lot of us thought it was going to be a holiday camp, you know, that we were going to go and we'd do a few hours of task and we'd spend the rest of the days in the jacuzzi, you know. It wasn't like that at all.
Well, what was it like? Give us a feel of it.
You know, the phone rings at 4:30 in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, you're up 3/4 of an hour to get ready, in the cars, and you're off, you know. You're at your venue at 6:30 or whatever, and the day carries on until, I mean, some days we didn't get home till 10 or 11 at night, you know. I mean, they genuinely do drag out.
And then it could be a 4:30 start the next morning.
Yeah, I mean, say the 4-day tasks or the 3-day tasks are like that. You would, you know, bang them out every 5 o'clock every morning.
Well, it's one of the sadnesses of your departure is that you'll never get to take part in the parody that we've been enjoying more and more, which is what we like to call Apprentices.
Did everyone make a sale? Caroline.
Failed to make a sale.
2 sales tasks, no sales.
Someone to fucking buy one off me. I did as much pitching as I could to people.
I'll back Caroline up 100% what she's saying. I think just because she didn't sell doesn't reflect on her input.
That's it, like. It'd be unfair to say, like, just because she had 0 sales, she didn't work hard. She worked very hard.
As hard as everyone. I know that you're straight away you're thinking in your head, oh, like, there's one other thing I ended up in the boardroom. Don't think like that. We'll win the fucking task in one manner, okay?
You did 1.2, they did 2.6. It's a joke.
I think that it boils down to figures. We didn't sell enough. No, listen, you're doing an amazing job today. Honestly.
So are you. You're flying it.
Who are you bringing back into the boardroom? Make sure you're naming the right 2. There's going to be no cosy cartels in my boardroom.
It's a tough decision, Bill. I'm going to bring Tara and Kira.
It's your call, Mr. Kieran. It's your call.
I sold the most sales.
You did. You're a salesperson. You made 3 sales.
Caroline made none.
Caroline did a lot of other contributing factors.
Are you joking? I don't think Kira should be here. I think Caroline should be in her place. But I think that Kieran's judgment is clouded because he's friends with Caroline in the house.
Was your judgment clouded by your friendship with Caroline? And what was the nature of the friendship with Caroline?
It was just friendship.
Genuinely?
Between the 3 of us, we just became so close. From the days of the interviews, we were all in the same group, and we became friendly that way. And then when we all turned up to the show and found we were all in, we just kind of clicked, you know.
When you went into the boardroom and when you were being asked who to bring in, Bill says to you, no cozy cartels, make sure you pick the right 2. It was a big red message. It said,
well, we sat
bring
outside.
in the right people,
when we sat on the 2 couches outside, Jamie sat beside me and I whispered into his ear, I said, everything I do for a reason, okay? And I was so close to bringing both Caroline.
This does sound very romantic now.
I was so close to bringing both Caroline and Jamie back and just go in and say, look, Bill, I brought 2 of my buddies in here to prove to you I want the job. You know, and I think maybe he might have liked that. But
yeah, but it's for a poker player though, Bob, when you hear that from Bill, make sure you're bringing the right people. And when Bill has been saying Caroline didn't sell anything, if he had brought Caroline in, is there a chance that he might still be in there?
I think there would be a chance. I think certainly what Tara did would have put her in a very, very difficult position. Absolutely. So yes, I agree with that. I absolutely agree. I think bringing Kira in was the wrong choice. And you know, the way Bill made this decision, I think Bill made the right call to ask Kira to leave because, in fact, I think even though the signal was there, I mean, Kieran, you know, Bill prompted you almost to say, look, really, you know, think about it.
I see it now. I didn't see it then. You know, honestly, I think I brought Kira back for 3 reasons. Number 1, because I think she prophesied herself to be this great salesperson, and she sold the same as I did while running the task. I think that she'd been there before, so it was a tactical decision. And number 3, I suppose I was protecting Caroline.
Yeah, but you could have saved yourself. That was the point.
Yeah, I probably took the bullet the wrong way
Sacrificed yourself.
But as you look back on it, is that how you now view it, that you almost took the bullet for Caroline?
I don't get hooked up on it. Like, you know, I do think that that I'm proud of the 3 that were there. He made the right choice. You know, I mean, but I would like to have seen him kind of say to Tara, look, you did something wrong here. You were in the boardroom week 1. You know, maybe you're not for this.
Well, as you know, every week we have a no-nonsense clip of the week. What we do is we take some apprentice candidate who is talking complete rubbish, and turn it into the clip of the week. In this case, it's Panos.
I know I haven't said this to any members of my team, but I do have a fear of jigsaws. And that's from childhood. But I did not mention that to anyone because I didn't want it to be an issue in my team.
Panos, does this extend to all power tools, or is it just the jigsaw?
It's power tools, but the jigsaw is the one that I'm really not feeling comfortable.
Well, that and all of the no-nonsense clips are available on nononsense.ie/apprentice. The bit that baffled me most of all about that is Panos was in the army. There are shots in the newspapers of Panos with an assault rifle. How can you use an assault rifle and then be afraid of a jigsaw? Anyway, it is time to open this to democracy. We want to find out, do you believe that Kieran should be fired or should he have been kept on? If you think he should have been kept on, we need to see the you're hired. If you think he should have been let go, we need to see the you're fired. Let's see the cards, please, folks.
Pretty unanimous.
Oh, that's an overwhelming you're fired. I'd like to say that there's a moment of doubt in there, Kieran, but no, that is... But they didn't realise that you'd taken the bullet for Caroline.
No. So can we do it again?
Yeah, exactly. As you know, nobody goes away, first of all, without having seen the best of their time on The Apprentice. So here's your highlights.
I think the psychology we use in poker is a lot like the psychology we use in business.
I never gamble in business, and I prefer to have a plan B all the time.
And you're a poker player?
Yeah.
Is that not your business?
I think it's in my nature to play mind games. It's something that's innate in me. It's like breathing. We're going to cross our fingers they pick the jersey.
Okay.
Like the jersey would be the way to go. Like.
Okay.
Do you think that's honest?
No, as I
Do you think that's honest?
I don't think it's dishonest.
Oh my God.
The pictures and the overall graphics of the presentation look really well, and I think this is probably down to Kieran's input.
I can't see how Dave would possibly bring me back to the boardroom. If he does, he'll get crucified. Like, I will kill him inside the boardroom. I can't look after the design, the creation, and everything else. I mean, I feel like I'm giving everyone else a piggyback.
Well, I think it's important.
It's the whole team.
Point out that the content comes from the team.
I want this job with Bill Cullen because I want to prove to myself that I am as good as I think I am. Oops. Long no. Oops.
Sort of realise you're losing the sale here, you know.
I am realising that as the moments go by. Jamie? If anyone but Caroline comes home, it's the biggest injustice since the O.J. Simpson trial. There is no strategy involved here.
There is strategy and there is relationships being involved in this room.
Any good businessman has good business ethics. I wouldn't like to lie or cheat my way to the top. This is a crappy answer. Sorry.
This one he lost. There's always one hand that you lose, and he lost that one.
And Kieran, the other thing that nobody goes away without is a full hand. We always give somebody a present when they're leaving, and we decided that we would get you something that nobody else in the world has. When the poker tournament market reopens, you have a set of cards that you can play with that are unique and that have, I think...
Ace of Hearts.
Yeah, Kieran's... your cards, Kieran. Ladies and gentlemen, Kieran Walsh. Kieran, thank you very much. My thanks as well to our Celebrity Apprentice fans, Orla Barry, Bob Boxwell from Tux and Ryobi, and our own Mairead Fleming from Brightwater. And next week looks a bit like this.
You need to have a big clock ticking in your brain.
Are we going to get a fridge?
It was a first today.
Stands out.
The blue is shite.
Lovely presentation. But can we see the ad?
Oh, yep, sorry.
There seems to be too many passengers on your train. You're fired.
Well, we'll leave no stone unturned as we pull that episode apart and meet the fiery. You can join us here on TV3 after the main event at 10:20. Until then, bye-bye.
We go from the boardroom to the bedroom in The Apprentice at Home. That's over on 3E next. Or you can catch it later here on 3 after Vincent Brown.
Very excited going away, and I wasn't one bit excited. I mean, the other day was the first day I kind of went, is this really worth it?